Hello, today I would like to introduce to you a popular series called From the Bottom of Society Uprising. The story is about Reytheon Lanlot, a son of the royal family of Lanot. But unfortunately, his family was accused of treason. The scene shifts to the execution ground, where a man is preparing to receive a death sentence. Along with that is a declaration to all people. On the continent, class is absolute. This is the rule created by the hero Seven Swords Emperor. Even if he kills the Black Spirit King and saves humanity, he is the strongest sword emperor in history. Is no exception, treason is a death penalty. As soon as the statement ended, the axe fell, ending the man's life in front of thousands of people. In another development, in a warehouse, two men were constantly beating up a boy. "Go to hell, Lanlot scum, you traitor!" The boy backed away and coughed. "You're just the city lord's lapdogs. How dare a mere slave live you claim to be master? A few years ago, you didn't even have the capacity to carry my shoes." It turns out that the boy is Reytheon Lanlot, the grandson of the Blade Emperor, the traitor Labor Lanlot. The long-haired man saw Reytheon Lanlot arrogantly raise his middle finger and kneed him in the stomach. "Damn you, die!" The short-haired man also swung his whip. "A grandson of a traitor like Labor, it's a miracle that the Emperor has let you to live this long. Get rid of that haughty attitude, you're nothing but a lowly slave now." Reytheon grasped the whip, thanks to the existence of vile beasts like you, which once in a while reminded me of my noble status. The white-haired guy heard that with disdain. "Noble, you! We are people with holy seals, chosen seal masters. This holy seal is the ultimate symbol of nobility." The short-haired guy also approached Reytheon. "And you, not only are you the grandson of a traitor, but you don't even muster the slightest bit of the holy seal's power. Even if your grandfather were back to life, he'd die of frustration upon seeing such a useless grandson. Ha ha ha. You're scum whose only good point might be your ability to take a beating." At this moment, there was a trembling voice. Sir Deputy Captain sent me to inform everyone it's time for training," the slave Xiaomi said. When the other two heard that, they turned around and left. It's not over yet, you rat." As soon as the other two left, Xiaomi immediately approached Reytheon. "Reytheon, are you okay?" Reytheon suppressed the pain. These small wounds are far from thrilling." Xiaomi was embarrassed. "I'm sorry I wasn't careful and broke the plate. That's why I made you plead guilty on my behalf. You stood up for me and got beaten." Reytheon patted Xiaomi's head and said, "What nonsense! Protecting girls is a man's duty. Besides, it's clear that they intentionally harmed you. Those guys have been targeting you for a long time. You must steer clear of them." Xiaomi bowed her head. Reytheon, you're amazing. Despite being so weak, you never back down out of fear when facing them." Reytheon trembled. "Are you trying to mock me?" Xiaomi quickly explained, "No, not at all. I don't think Reytheon is like a slave, okay?" Reytheon lazily replied, "The more you talk, the greater the damage." Suddenly a voice interrupted. "Hey, why are you two slacking off? Get your asses out and start working." And right now at the Combat Skills Training Ground, Grey Rock City, the commander is loudly ordering, "Wake up! You are the strongest defenders in Grey Rock City. Wake up and practice." Reytheon sat to one side, quietly wiping his blade, thinking forced into slavery for 5 years. Reytheon remembered the scene when his mother pushed the two brothers away. "Reytheon, take your sister and run." His father and mother died right in front of the door. His sister Erin was taken away. Reytheon gritted his teeth. "Damn it, it was all grandfather's fault. If he hadn't betrayed the Empire, I definitely wouldn't have let those people off." Suddenly someone hit Reytheon's head. "Why are you doing grinding your teeth in anger? Hurry up and wipe off everything, then send it over." Why did the superiors throw me, the worthless grandson of a traitor? Reytheon scratched his head. Damn it, before that, we have to find a way to break free from the current situation first. Xiao Mi saw that and said, Laysil, let me clean it for you. Laysil always looks like he's so defiant. Laysil replied, Xiao Mi, not everyone is born a mongrel. By the time I can perform the Holy Seal, no one will dare to treat me like this again. Xiao Mi was surprised. Oh, isn't the Holy Seal innate? Laysil explained. After the family collapsed, those who wanted to get the secret of the power of the First Blade Emperor imprisoned him. They drew my blood, cut me open every day, drug testing and conducting many perverse experiments. They even implanted some dark cells into my body, aiming to awaken my potential. Laysil remembered himself lying in bed, watching the sick scientist was muttering, Just enough stimulation. Stimulation is not enough, not enough. But there is nothing that can be done, Laysil said again. Later they found out that he could awaken the power of the Holy Seal, so they freely sold him to the slave owners here. He believed that as long as his body could endure enough stimulation, he would be able to activate the Holy Seal, so he endured letting them beat him. Xiao Mi exclaimed, This method of yours is quite a bit. Before Xiao Mi could finish his sentence, the long-haired man grabbed her hair. I asked you to get the medicine bottle. Why are you here slacking off? Seeing this, Laysil rushed forward with his blade. Let go, Xiao Mi trembled. Please let me go. Lord Phalo stuck out his tongue. Hey, little slave. If you serve me well, I will forgive you. On this side, the short-haired guy blew Laysil away. If you openly seduce other slaves to work for you, even if you are punished, the Lord will not blame you. Laysil tried to stand up. The pervert. Get your hands off her. Let her go. The short-haired guy gently blocked Laysil's blade. Hey, see this? The power of the Holy Seal Master. Envious, aren't you? Let me ahow you a little more. Laysil jumped up to avoid the blade, but the blade turned and stabbed at Laysil. Laysil let out a pitiful cry and fell to the ground. The short-haired guy laughed arrogantly. Ka. Laysil held his stomach and coughed. The short-haired guy saw that and laughed. Heh, I controlled the flight trajectory with the airflow in the palm of my hand. You think you could dodge it? Suddenly there was a voice. What are you guys doing? Spending time doing this instead of training? It turned out that this person was the deputy leader of the Shadow Iron Squad, Second Order Seal Master, Calder Philip. The long-haired guy immediately snitched. Deputy, this slave used a weapon to sneak attack us. The short-haired guy also joined in. We merely used a little Holy Seal skill to teach the kid the awareness he should have as a slave. Calder denied. You boy obviously wanted to kill him with one blow. Didn't expect him to dodge, right? The short-haired guy confused. The deputy captain said, Lanlot, Laysil Lanlot, then suddenly punched Laysil in the stomach. Before Laysil could stand up, the short-haired guy rushed forward again. Just now he even dared to avoid the blade. Today you will surely die. Calder commented, I intentionally struck your wound again. It hurt so much, but you didn't cry. That's a man. Unfortunately, just like the rumours, there isn't any Holy Seal power. Your father, Dean Lanlot, was the Empire's leading alchemy among the 5 great alchemist saints, and your mother, Eleanor Lanlot, was also a psychic genius, and your grandfather was the Empire's first Blade Emperor. Labor Lanlot, the first Blade Emperor, betrayed the Empire and was already executed. The Lanlot family was also destroyed along with him. Without the talent from the Holy Seal, you are just a drowned dog turned into a slave, all the way to slavehood. Having received the Emperor's grace to continue living, why not live in peace and subserviently? Laysil spat at Calder's feet. Who are you calling a dog? What nonsense! Calder was angry. Since you don't know how to be a good slave, then let your friends show you. Laysil shouted, Hey, stop! Quickly, Calder held the blade and pointed it at Xiao Mi. Once becoming a slave, you are no longer human. You are just the master's tool. The master can play with you however he wants. The short-haired guy grabbed Lae'zel's hair, remained silent for a moment, and opened his eyes wide to look. Calder said, "Even as he cut you into pieces." Xiaomi screamed. It hurt so much. Lae'zel stood up. "Damn it, stop it, bastard!" Calder continued to stab. Hierarchy is absolute. Do you want to see how long the heart keep beating after being pulled out? Lae'zel shouted, "Beast, I will make you stop." The short-haired guy panicked. He pulled it off. Calder pulled out his blade. "Since you're stubborn and refuse to listen." Calder raised his foot and kicked Lae'zel in the stomach. Lae'zel felt the pain is fading away. "Am I about to die?" Suddenly there was a voice. "That's right, child. You are about to die. You're finally about to die." Lae'zel was surprised. It was the Holy Seal awakened stars, creating stimulation. The extreme stimulus needed is death. What the hell? That sound is comfort. Don't worry, my child. Now is the time of your death, but also our time to coexist. And I am the Dark Demon. Lae'zel was surprised. What? Not a Holy Seal, but a Dark Demon coexistence? No, the Dark Demon is the mortal enemy of humanity. I don't want. The demon continued, "That's not for you to decide. It's very rare for humans to be able to share their life with me. I have been waiting for more than 100 years, and coexisting with me not only allows you to live, but I will also give you a little gift." Lae'zel thought to himself, "It is indeed an illusion before dying. Say too many meaningless words." Suddenly Lae'zel landed on the ground. His hair began to grow longer. His whole body was filled with enthusiasm. All three of the other guys saw that and were surprised. Was that brat still stand on his own feet? The short-haired guy jumped up. "Huh, what a lump, hard bones, go to hell." The devil said again, "Bloodline memories allow you to inherit all the abilities of dead relatives. How strong your abilities are depends on your bloodline. No matter how strong, the bloodline inheritance has officially begun." After Lae'zel punched the short-haired guy flat, long-haired Phalo was surprised, gasping, "What's going on?" Calder was silent. Phalo looked at the aura behind Lae'zel in bewilderment. This kid was crazy, and right now Lae'zel is in pain inheriting the bloodline. What is this information? There is too much. Parents, even grandfather, is this what they have been through? The devil replied, "Yes, what is engraved in your mind is their knowledge and experience, along with all the skills they have acquired." Lae'zel fairly said, "Who you are, what you want." The devil said again, "This is the power I give you, bloodline memories. Use this power wisely. I really hope that day comes. He. Who is he?" The devil didn't answer, but just laughed a long time. He. At this moment, the short-haired guy stood up. "You little fucker, how dare you hit me? You're nothing than just a damn slave. I am the Holy Seal Master." Calder shouted, "Roy!" The short-haired guy jumped up and punched Lae'zel. "You bastard, you trash, you fucking dog! Where the fuck are you trying to hide? Combat art, EI palm, why don't you keep dodging?" A golden light covered the whole space, a silent space. Suddenly Lae'zel spoke. "That clumsy footwork and that frantic breathing. Seriously, you don't understand the flaw in your technique, have you?" The short-haired guy was confused. "What? You—" Lae'zel kicked the short-haired guy straight in the leg. The short-haired guy cried out in pain. Lae'zel thought to himself, even though he could damage Roy, he couldn't break his legs. Is it because his current strength is too weak? Great, the skills and knowledge of fighting. A few minutes ago, I didn't know anything. On the other side, the long-haired man shouted, "Roy, what are you doing? Why can't even handle the slave?" Lae'zel was still thinking. The voice just said that he would allow himself to inherit the knowledge and experience of deceased relatives, as well as the skills they mastered, but the body and physical strength are still up to you. This part must become stronger on its own. Calder thought. Its movement skills just now were completely different from before. The amazing strength of its body was like that of a holy seal master, perhaps. Xiao Mi trembled. Laysil, the long-haired Phalo, flew over. Let me help you. After launching a series of moves, but Laysil still nimbly avoided it, the crowd quickly surrounded the scene. Why was it so bustling? So, Phalo and the slave are fighting? Laysil, is there a new training content, I wonder? What is this all about? Are those Shadow Iron dogs bullying others again? Shh, dare to say these words in front of them. Do you want to find your own way to die? Oh, is that Laysil? Is it Laysil? Why is that little rhinoceros so strong? At this time, Laysil punched Phalo straight in the stomach. Phalo spat out a mouthful of blood. Heh, don't try to run. The short-haired Roy quickly approached. Good job, Phalo. Combat Art Luminous Fist, I'll shatter your skull. The crowd panicked. 2 Holy Seal Masters were beating a slave. They still had to use holy skills. My 3 senses were broken. At the same time, Roy hit Laysil straight. Died. Calder silently observed. Xiao Mi was worried. Laysil, Phalo laughed loudly. Ha 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 ha. Suddenly, Laysil spoke up. This low-level sacred arts like this are easy to counter and absorb. Everyone was surprised. What? Laysil said, let me show you something interesting. It is said that the rotten old man learned it from the east. This is called Overmount Bull Strike. After saying that, Phalo was flown out. The crowd was bewildered. When did Laysil become so strong, so powerful? Roy was stunned. What exactly are you doing? Absorbing the power of my moves to counterattack others. It's not a human thing at all. Usually can do it, Laysil turned around. You idiot, you still don't understand. I am now already a Holy Seal Master. Calder and Roy were surprised. Xiao Mi lay on one side. Laysil had already become a Seal Master. Roy shouted loudly. Nonsense, no way. The Seal Master had already decided from birth. Stop glorifying yourself. Laysil sarcastically said, those lowly arts are all you're capable of? You keep flaunting your title as a Seal Master, but deep down you're fully aware that you're mere trash, aren't you? Today you shall witness high-levelled arts. Immediately behind Laysil, a giant beast appeared. Roy was scared. What is this? It's impossible. That outrageous aura. Calder was also bewildered. Even if he truly possesses the sacred seal, there's no way he'd be able to use such high-level combat skills. It is truly a monster. While performing the skill, Laysil realized, damn, my body seemed to be only at level of beginner seal stages. With just a little strength, I could not use my grandfather's powerful moves. Everyone saw Laysil's aura suddenly disappear and were puzzled. Huh, what's wrong? Where's the big move, is that all? Why doesn't he move anymore? Laysil ran towards Roy regardless. Roy was scared. You, don't do it. Laysil kicked straight into Roy's lower body. Roy immediately felt the bird fly and the egg broke. Oh yo, Laysil is happy. You're dead. The crowd whispered, it was so brutal. What a great move. Just looking at it made me feel a dull pain. It was so terrible. The pain went straight to the top of my head. Calder was mad. That little bastard has gained immense attention now. At this moment, someone came to report, Sir Calder, the city lord has summoned you. Calder was scared. What? Is there anything wrong? The reporter stammered, apparently distinguished guests might have arrived. Calder interrupted. Understood. You're lucked out today. Laysil, I will quickly return to find you. Why are you standing there? Get those 2 up. Let's go to the Saints Guild. Hurry up. At this time, Laysil came running. Xiao Mi, the crowd surrounded Laysil, Shadow Iron Squad and the others relied on the City Lord's battle group, causing trouble with us all day long. Just because they're under the City Lord's command. You truly stood up for us, Laysil. Laysil was impatient. Stop talking nonsense. Quickly take Xiaomi to the Saints Guild for treatment first. The crowd was noisy as they walked. You consider venting your anger for us, as expected of the first Blade King's grandson. From now on, we will be your followers. These bastards never been this friendly, whatever. All of this is like a dream. I really received the Holy Seal. As for the ability of my loved ones, it just keeps coming. My chance is here, first of all, for my family, but take revenge.